All right, everyone. So we're going to go over the trades from today. Small green day for me on my traveling trading station, up $916.14, which isn't bad. Today is day one of trader rehab for many of our members who are participating in our 2023 second annual trader rehab course. So we have 3 touch points daily during trader rehab. 7:30 a.m. first session of the day. Try to get everyone situated, get us focused on what the goal is. And then 1 p.m. second touch point where we're going to have a little bit of a topic that we'll cover. And then 4 p.m. end of day sort of wind down. All right. So today I'm not adhering to a trader rehab plan personally for myself. My goal right now on my traveling trading station and on vacation for the next 2 weeks is to trade as little as possible, but also as efficiently as possible. So efficient means that if I'm having a day where it's really slow, I'm going to stop sooner and walk away. If I'm having a day where I'm producing really good ROI based on the time I'm spending in the market, I'm going to trade a little longer. So I'm not just going to sit here and trade all morning long or into the afternoon while I'm on vacation. That's not the goal. And in fact, I actually think that this isn't a bad way to look at trading in general, but it works really well with traveling because I have this, reason to leave the computer. I can sit in front of my computer all day when I'm at home if I really want to. But here I have a reason to go out and do some other things. So that's a nice pull away from the computer. Now, FOMO and everything else can pull me back to the computer, but on a day like today, I just don't feel like I'm generating a lot of gain for the time I'm spending sitting here. So my first trade of the day was on SPRB. It is the stock I'm the greenest on, but I did go unrealized red on it before I went green. And MMV is the stock I'm the most red on, down $420, which is not bad. So, but in general, I'm not up more than or down more than 1,000 on anything today because I guess today there just wasn't enough volatility. Now it's Monday morning, so I wasn't expecting a ton. I just sort of thought, let's get situated for the week and see what's moving. But the first stock that pops up was SPRB. So this thing pops up and it squeezes pretty quickly. First up to 260 right here, and then it dips down and then it pops back up. So my first trade on it, I bought it at $2.50. And I bought 9,000 shares and I added another 1,000 to 10,000 shares. So a 10,000 share position was my first trade on oh no, what am I talking about? My first trade was on Sun. I did take that trade on SPRB, but my first trade was actually Sun. Let's see. We can look at SPRB first and then we'll look at Sun. So SPRB, on this one I got in at it was actually 255. Sorry, 255. And that was because we had this topping tail candle. I thought it was a doji and it was going to reverse. It is a doji, but I thought we were going to get a reversal. We ended up getting a break through that level, so I bought as the price came back up to 255 and got a quick scalp trade from 255 here up to about 265. So that was my first trade on SPRB. We then got a first 1 minute candle to make a new high right here, which gave a nice move up to 276, a pullback, and we got a move here up to 3. At the open, I got another trade on this, but boy, it was pretty choppy at the open. I bought it at 277 for the break of 280. And look what happened. It pops up here to a high of 287 and then flushes to 250. I sold 3/4 of my position as it broke this level at like 85 or so. And then the rest I took a loss on. So that was a choppy, not clean move. And it did come up here. I got another trade on this candle right here as it broke through 295 up to 3. But still, I only made, even on all those trades, $800 on it. It was not a big winner. Now, my first trade of the day was Sun. I forgot about that one. So we'll go back to Sun. Now, what am I looking at here? Okay, so SONN up $113. So this one hits the scanners and starts squeezing up. And so I got in it on this first candle, had breaking news, algo squeeze. I got in at 180, 194, 196, and then it dipped and I added at 189 and 185. And as it dipped down, I went into the red on it. I added as low as 180. So I was in it like 194, 196. It comes down to 180. I add more. It actually hit a low here of 159, and I held. I was down over 1,000 on it. It comes back up here to 2, and I got out for I think it was a $250 loss. I was like, you know what? That's better than a $1,500 loss. Just take a small loss, move on. It dips down. I got back in here and made $200 on it. It comes back over 2. It goes up to 213. So I finished up 113 on Sun, but it wasn't clean, and I went red on the day before I went green. So that was actually my first trade. And then I had the SPRB trade. And then after that, I had a trade that I tried to take, let's see, on MLEC. MLEC popped up, but it didn't get filled. It squeezed up here pre-market from about 14. Let's see, what time was this? Yeah, up to a high of $18. It was a pretty good move, but on light volume. I tried 500 shares, I didn't get filled. And then MMV started squeezing up. And this one was interesting because at first I was like, I don't know. And then I noticed a 20,000 share bid. But I thought, 20,000 share bid, I wonder if this is like a market maker algo trying to generate some liquidity, get people to buy it only to flip short. Now you look at the chart, it goes from 15 down to 10, and maybe that is what it was. But the bid kept moving up. First it was at, I think, 1185, and then it was at 12, and 1225, 1250. And when we've seen that price action before, even though it can be a trap, you can get a nice move. And I traded it on the way up, and I was green. I got myself up over $1,000 on the day. And then I lost about 600 on this drop. I had just added back for the break of 15, and it kind of jackknifed on me, dropped back down. So lost like 600 on that trade. And then I tried to do a dip trade off of 13, and it went lower. And I lost on that one. So in 2 losses, I went from green on it to red. And I went from up 1,000, over 1,000 on the day to up only 175 on the day. And that's when I was like, well, let me see where my commissions are at. Because of course I generate commissions while I'm trading. And my commissions were already at $250 or right around there. So I was actually red on the day after fees and commissions. At that point, I thought, all right, today's a day where it's not coming very easily. I feel like I'm kind of struggling. By the way, this bidder is still there on MMVs at 67 right now. So some kind of weird price action on it. But that one's gone. Maybe that was a different one. I don't know. But in any case, so I wasn't really feeling it too much, but I got that one last trade on SPRB going into the open, and I got a trade on APGN on resumption from this halt as well. This halted up. I did a dip and rip at 195. Ended up going up to a high of 238, which was pretty solid. So in any case, that was enough to get me into the green. Commissions are now almost 300. So my ratio of profit to commissions is not good today. And that is another indicator of the fact that today felt like a bit more of a struggle. Look at that rejection there. Look at that rejection. You see that? It just went up to 38 and then back down to 199. All right, so, you start seeing that kind of action, and it's like, you know what? Maybe today's a day where I should go out and hit the beach and not overstay my welcome. All right, I'm green. $916.14. It's a small green day. It's nothing to write home about. It's nothing to brag about. It's not going to pay for my whole trip here by any means, but it's a green day, and slow and steady wins the race. And that's kind of the goal right now, to try to be efficient. When it's, look, tomorrow we could have a couple of great trades and I could be up 5,000 in 30 minutes. That might not happen, but it could happen. It could happen on any day when we have clean action. So that's the day that I want to dig deep and trade a little harder. And on a day like today, I just want to get out of the way. I was up 6,700 on the first day of the year, which was one of those days where, I wasn't trying harder than I'm trying today. Like, it's just same routine as always. I sit down, I look at the scans, I take some trades based on the scans. And on, last week, Tuesday, it was flowing. We had some great trades. Today, not so much. So I'm just going to shut it down here with a small green day and live to trade another day. But reminder as always, of course, my results aren't typical and there's no guarantee that you'll find success as a trader, whether you trade with me or you'll learn on your own. So take it slow, practice in the simulator, and really set your mind to trying to develop a strategy that you're going to follow consistently. All right, so that's it for me. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Trader Rehab session, next one will be at 1 o'clock, and then again at 4 p.m. That's for Warrior Pro members. So I hope you guys really enjoy that, take advantage of it, and I'll see you back here tomorrow morning.